All right, today we're going to tackle a true legend of the culinary world, the classic slow-cooked beef brisket. We are going to break down everything, the science, the steps that turns a tough cut of meat into absolute perfection. Let's dive in. Yeah, this is what it's all about. This is the end game. And by the end of this quick guide, you are going to have all the keys you need to get that incredible, melt-in-your-mouth brisket that everybody dreams of. So where do we start? Well, believe it or not, the journey to an amazing brisket kicks off way before it ever gets near the heat. This first part is all about building a deep, savory foundation of flavor. Okay, take a look at this. The secret to a killer dry rub? It's all about simplicity. You've got your coarse salt and black pepper doing the heavy lifting. Then that smoked paprika comes in for smokiness and color, and the garlic and onion powders bring in that savory base. It's a simple formula, but man, does it create a powerful crust. And this is where the action starts. It really boils down to these 3 key steps. First, you gotta prep the meat. Pat it dry so you get a great sear. Then, you load it up with that awesome rub we just talked about. And finally, you sear it. Every single step here is layering on more and more flavor. And this is a big one, a total myth buster. So many of us were taught that searing locks in the juices, but that's not really what's happening. The real reason we do it, it's all about flavor. That browning is a chemical process, the Maillard reaction, and it creates this unbelievably delicious crust. Trust me, that crust is everything. Okay, so we've built our flavor foundation. Now for the real magic. This is the part where patience becomes your most important ingredient. So here's the science, right? This is the transformation we're aiming for. A brisket starts out full of this tough connective tissue called collagen. The entire point of cooking it low and slow is to melt that collagen down and turn it into rich, silky gelatin. That's what gives you that incredible fall-apart texture. And here it is, the magic number, 300 degrees Fahrenheit, or 150 Celsius. This temperature is the absolute sweet spot. It's just hot enough to break down all that tough stuff, but it's low enough that it doesn't tense up the muscle fibers and dry out the meat. And this is your investment. 4.5 hours. I know, it sounds like a long time, but you have to see it as a key ingredient. Every single minute is working to break down that brisket and make it tender. You can't rush this part.
So what is actually going on in there for all that time? It's not just sitting in the heat. It's a very specific scientific process that we're harnessing to get that perfect result.
Here's the breakdown. The method is called braising. You've got the brisket sitting in some flavorful liquid, like beef broth, and it's covered. This creates this amazing, steamy, moist environment inside the pan. And that moist heat is what gently melts the collagen into gelatin. Meanwhile, that fat cap we left on top, it's slowly rendering down, basically basting the meat for you, keeping it ridiculously juicy. It's a perfect system. Okay, you've done it. You've waited for hours. The house smells incredible. The brisket is cooked. But hold on, we are not done. Do not mess this up now. These last 2 steps are absolutely critical, and there were so many people go wrong. I'm not kidding. If you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this. The temptation to slice into that brisket right out of the oven is overwhelming. I get it. But you have to fight that urge. This is the secret to a juicy brisket. So here's why. While it's cooking, the muscle fibers in the meat get tight and squeeze all the juices into the center. If you cut it open right away, all that liquid just pours out onto your cutting board. A total tragedy. But if you let it rest for 20, maybe 30 minutes, those fibers relax and reabsorb all that flavor. Every single slice will be perfectly moist. And here is the second non-negotiable, golden rule of brisket. You have got to slice against the grain. If you look closely at the meat, you'll see the muscle fibers all run in one direction. You want to slice perpendicular to those lines. This makes the muscle fibers super short, which means the meat literally just falls apart in your mouth. All right, so once you've nailed this core technique, you've basically got a perfect canvas to start playing with. Let's look at a few easy ways you can make this recipe your own. These are some fantastic starting points. If you want that classic barbecue vibe, just slather it with your favorite sauce near the end of cooking and pop it back in the oven to get all caramelized and sticky. Or, hey, if you want to set it and forget it, the slow cooker works great. And of course, if you like some heat, just add a little more cayenne to the rub. Easy. So there you have it. You get it now, right? You don't just have a recipe, you understand the method. You know the why behind every single step, from searing to resting. So the only question left is, what kind of showstopper are you going to create?